just to make sure I'll send it out to everyone. Okay. After we complete the foundational GPS, we go to this GPS. We called this the second quarter GPS. Okay. This is in place. This is so that we can have 6 units closed in the second quarter. Okay. Once you adopt either this plan or a tweaked plan, right, then we got to put it into the calendar. So for example, we have surprise and delights every day. We have social media and video strategies. We have 20 daily contacts, right? We have command Facebook ads. Again, I'm not suggesting you have to do this, but I'm telling you that you're not going to find any cheaper leads online. Okay. Hosting client events, right? Hosting open houses, partners for script practice, sharing goals publicly, respecting your calendar, all that kind of thing. So it's got to find its way into the calendar. Okay. So since you guys are the two here, let's focus on, have you had any struggles as you're building this or adopting it into your calendar that I can help you with today?
For me, I definitely want to do more open houses. That's something that I've committed myself to, and I've already, helped out with one. I thought it was great. It was a lot of fun. I think I'm really going to enjoy that. What I've been doing, over the weekend, I did what you said. I went on to FMLS and I logged in and I checked with the KWRO 01 and see all the different houses that have just come on the market. And there was probably, I think at the time there was like 42. I think there's 39 today that are all active on the market right now. And I went down the list and I probably reached out to like a dozen people. And I said, and I texted them. I said, hey, congratulations on your new listing. Would be happy to help you with an open house if you wanted to. And I only heard back from one person. Michael Hernandez called me back and said that, him and Roxy were taking care of it, but he appreciated me asking. But I haven't really heard back from anybody else. But I've heard from other people that the way to do it is to go on the on Facebook and basically put out a notice there. So what I need to know from you is which page is that on Facebook that I should be making that known, that I'd be happy to do that.
So the Roswell page, Roswell Rocks.
Okay.
Right. And the, are you a member of that?
I think so. Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So Roswell Rocks would be a good place to start. The next place would be the Georgia Legacy Mastermind.
Georgia Legacy what? Maps?
Mastermind.
Okay.
So make sure, Michaela, that you're on both of those as well.
Mm-hmm.
And anytime you hey, I'm available this Saturday and this Sunday for open houses. I mean, here's the thing, you guys. When you press real hard, okay, it's like stretching a rubber band. Like once you stretch it, it can't go back. When you show yourself that you can do 20 contacts a day and you can go on an appointment or 2 a week, right? And you can manage a lot of things, then your brain convinces you should continue to do it. And it becomes easier every day.
Mm-hmm.
So I want you to know that you can cap in 3 months using this plan, okay? And at the very worst, you're going to prove to yourself that you can speak to 20 people a day, and you'll probably cap in the third quarter because you're planting a bunch of seeds that you are not used to having planted, right?
Right.
So that's what do you guys like this plan? Do you feel like you could execute on that?
Yeah, there's most all of it. I'm gonna knock out.
Okay, so your numbers are going to look a little different for the third quarter, or I'm sorry, for the second quarter. So make sure you go back to the April 1st through 7th tab and say, hey, whatever my plan was before, 55, 65 contacts a week, that's not my plan anymore. My plan is 100 contacts a week, and I front load the week like we heard this week or this morning, and we get it done. I don't know if you guys heard the video the other day, is we don't do it because we feel like doing it. We do it because it's got to get done.
Right.
Right. Like, I don't really feel like working out every day. Not that I do it, but I should. But the things that I do because they got to get done, not necessarily because I love doing them. It's if I do the activities, I'll get this. If I want this, I got to do this. Right.
Right on. Right on.
Cool. How are we? I'm just looking over the numbers for the last few weeks of
You're looking at a lot of zeros.
of March. What are we like, for example, both of you are well below the number of people that we should be contacting each week. What is, and I'm sure anyone that watches this video in your group, you're not alone. So what is the biggest struggle there? Or what are we having trouble? Why are we having trouble talking to these number of people?
Well, for me, it's just I've been slammed with my other job with the huge project, and it's really just been taking up all my time, and I just haven't made myself do it. I mean, I know I could take an hour off every day, but I just don't. I just haven't.
Okay, well, start with that. Pick an hour, 10 to 11 or 9:30 to 10:30 or whatever, and you are completely unavailable. Right? Like, we used to have a gentleman named Chris Heller, who he'd walk into, he was the CEO of KW for a little while. He'd walk into it back when he was building his team. He'd walk into his lead gen space. He'd hand his cell phone to his assistant and say, "Nobody gets me for the next 2 hours. Nobody." Okay. If my wife calls and says the house is on fire, that's what we got a fire department for. Right? I can't do anything about it anyway.
Right.
So just let me know at 11.
Let me know about it at 11.
Right. This is my time. The only way I'm going to talk to my wife is if she's on the call sheet. And most likely she ain't on the call sheet. Okay. There is no emergency in real estate that can't wait 2 hours. None. Okay. I mean, hear that. If the house is on fire, call the fire department. I ain't got a fire suit. I don't have a hose. I can't fix it.
Right.
I'm trying to get a listing so I can pay for it. Follow me?
Yeah.
And we're letting little dumb bullshit get in the way of our lead gen.
Yeah. Every day.
Every day. Oh, the dog's got to poop. Okay, well, I guess there goes my lead gen for the day. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, totally.
So once we build that habit, everything else becomes easier or unnecessary. You follow me?
Yeah.
Michaela, anything that you want to share?
I think I'm just having trouble building the habit because I'm still to this day uncomfortable making phone calls, and I just need to build the habit of being okay with being uncomfortable, but it really makes me uncomfortable to do it.
Hey,
And
Michaela, you ought to come into the office and listen to some of these people do it. It's it changed my whole perspective. Just watching them do it and just hearing them, they've got a script, it's a repetition, and they get hung up on, they get some belligerent people that say no, 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 but they hang up the phone and they call the next guy, the next person on their list, and that it's something you ought to consider doing. You ought to come in here and check it out one day.
I used to come in, and I just need to start coming in again. It was better when I
Yeah.
stood up.
Because I watched Heather do it yesterday for like an hour, and she didn't get hurt or anything.
I was just about to say, did she make it?
Yeah, she survived somehow.
She survived. Okay, this is a mindset that I want you to have, okay? I mean, no offense. I know you guys are both starting, okay? The average realtor ain't any good, okay?
So, I'm sorry?
They're not any good. They don't care as much as you. They don't study the market as much as you. They're not as sincere and giving as you. They're not as professional as you, okay? Over 70% of buyers and sellers will only interview one agent before they make their choice. Do you believe that there is opportunity in the marketplace? Michaela, you answer first.
Yes, because when
Why?
I'm on the,
Do you believe there's that opportunity in the marketplace?
Yes.
Do you believe that if given an opportunity, Michaela, you're first, if you believe, if given an opportunity to help a buyer buy or a seller sell, can you think of anyone that's going to do a better job at being diligent and hardworking and caring than you?
no.
Okay, great. Michael, what about you?
Maybe Michaela.
Fair
No.
answer. Okay, so you guys both believe there's opportunity, and you both believe that if given the opportunity, you would take it super seriously and walk that person and protect that person and guide them through a great decision, right?
Absolutely.
And is there a possibility that if they end up in the hands with the average real estate agent, God forbid, or even somebody worse than the average real estate agent, is there a chance they could leave money on the table or take an unnecessary risk?
Oh yeah.
Ellie, you're first.
Yes.
Michael?
Absolutely.
So what if you just thought about making the calls as a leader in the community? My job is to get to them before they go find a shitty realtor. And when I do get the chance to work with them, I'm not selling them anything. I can't make somebody sell a home they don't want to sell or buy a home they don't want to buy. I'm just good at what I do, and I show the community what, I show each of the individuals how to make great decisions, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you're not selling them like a VCR, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Michaela, VCR was this thing. They were like this square.
I know what a VCR is.
So, so does that, like, why don't you think about making calls like that,
Yeah.
right? Because then what you do is you say, I'm making calls to make sure that the members of my community have a great resource. And if I happen to catch somebody at a bad time or a bad day, it's not because I'm a bad person. It's not, I don't need to bear the burden of their crappy marriage or their crappy job or their crappy, day. If they don't want my services, no big deal. I'll just move on to the next one. Right?
Right.
Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
I can already see like this sense of relief coming over you, Michaela. Is that how you follow what I'm saying?
I do.
Okay. So I got a great idea. Can both of you commit to talking to 20 people today?
Yes.
Do it today.
Yes.
Go into LinkedIn, go into Facebook, look at your cell phone. Hey, I was thinking about you today. I just wanted to say hello. How you doing? Is everything okay?
Do that.
20
I
people.
can.
Okay, when you're done with the 20 people, I want you to message the rest of your group members, okay?
Just say, hey, I spoke to 20 people.
Say, I made a commitment with Bill this morning at 11 o'clock that I would speak to 20 people. And I am the type of person that executes on their commitments, and I have done it.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay.
Okay? Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Michael, you in?
Yeah, I'm in.
Kayla, you in?
I'm in.
Guess what? When you do it, guys, you'll know you can do it.
Mm-hmm.
And most likely you'll still be alive. So send a picture.
Right.
Hey, I did it. I'm still alive, everyone. Okay?
Okay.
All right, y'all.
Don't
Keep
worry
up
about
the good work.
Hey,
Bye.
thanks.
Bye, everybody.